Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Andrew Winnett. Hope all is well with you guys. Listen, if you've ever dealt with your financial advisor not calling you back, that's a huge red flag, and there may be some things underneath the surface that you may want to know about. It's very, very alarming, and you need to know more about it. But first, listen, if you like this kind of content, if you want to see more, would you do me a favor? Would you please like and subscribe? It helps the algorithm, and it also helps me create more videos. Maybe you've ever dealt with this where it's like, dude, I've got all my money with this financial advisor, and he ain't calling me back, right? He's not, I don't know why, but I can't get a hold of him. It takes days for him to call me back, or he doesn't, he's not responding to my emails right away. Whatever it may be, have you ever felt like this? Have you ever dealt with this? There may be a couple reasons why, and I want to talk about those right now. So first things first, are you what's called an A-list client or a big fish, the whale, right? When I was working at, and I won't say the bank's name, but when I was working at a very well-known bank in 2008, and there was some calamity that happened, they called the big fish first. If you had $1 million or more invested with them, well, you got the phone call first. If you didn't, well, you're kind of low man on the totem pole. And that can be really problematic if you need your money quickly, right? So number one, would you consider yourself an A-list client? Do you have less than $1 million invested with that financial advisor? Most people don't even have that. But the reason why you may not be getting a phone call back is because the way that financial advisors are trained, and I know because I was being trained as one, okay, is everyone is not treated the same. They're treated differently based upon how much money they have invested. See, that's not right. That to me is not moral. It doesn't matter, your value, your worth, right? The customer service should not be based upon how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you have 25 grand or 25 million. Everybody should be treated the same. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, you tell me. So let me ask you this. If your financial advisor is doing any of these things, okay, you need to ditch your financial advisor. We'll go down the list. If your financial advisor is not calling you back, you have your hard-earned money with them, okay? They should call you back within 24 hours. I try to call my clients back within 4 hours, to be honest with you, if I'm busy. Number two, if they're not asking you for reviews, that's a little alarming. They should always be striving for 5-star customer service, 5 out of 5. Or if they have few existing reviews. Listen, reviews are amazing, right? We live in a review culture. If they have very few reviews, like a handful, or they're not asking for reviews, probably a bad sign, right? Because they're really just floating through. They don't really care about your feedback. They are not trying to get better. That's a problem. Number three, they don't call you when the market is high to sell. Isn't the whole point of investing to capture the gains when the market's high? No, what they do is they call you when the market's low and they say buy more, right? Because they're going to get more of a commission, right? They're earning a fee. That's stupid. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's stupid. Why don't they call you when the market is high and sell? Real estate investors do that. When the market's high, they get out. And when the market drops, they buy, right? That's how they're investing. That's how investing works. But see, the thing is most people, they trust their financial advisors and they trust them implicitly, and there's no accountability. They don't want to get in a confrontation, which is fair. Okay, I get it. You don't know a lot, right? You were an expert in your field. He's an expert in his, but there's this fear of confrontation, and therefore there's no accountability. If he's not calling you when the market is high to sell, huge red flag. That means that he doesn't have your best interest in mind usually. Because again, if the whole point was to help you make more money and realize more money, if the market is high, which right now it is very high, are you selling? Okay. Number four, don't compare. If the financial advisor is not comparing against thousands of products to ensure it's the best fit, huge red flag, okay? Which, by the way, anytime you're dealing with a big name brand, okay, broker house, I won't name any names, I don't want to get sued, okay? But anytime that you're dealing with a large company, And they're not going to have thousands of products. They have a handful. Now, yes, they can invest in all the stocks. Yes, they can invest in all the ETFs, etc. But they only have a handful of actual products. You want to deal with somebody that's independent. What that means is they can offer the top 75 in insurance and financial companies in the entire United States. We're not talking mom and pop. We're talking trillion-dollar companies, okay? Been around for hundreds of years, A-rated, etc. You want to deal with somebody that's independent. You also want to deal with a certified financial fiduciary. Not just a fiduciary, a certified financial fiduciary. Why? Because they legally have to have your best interest in mind, otherwise they'll lose their certification. So you have somebody with all the products that can tailor make the right fit for you, and then you have somebody that legally has to present you with the best option. If they're not a certified financial fiduciary, not a financial planner, a certified financial fiduciary, and they don't have over at least 1,000 products, not stocks, not mutual funds, that's not what I'm talking about, products, okay? You probably should run for the hills. If their only method is about growth, they force growth, oh, well, it's all about growth. If you're above age 50, you need to start thinking about preservation. Now, you don't need to sacrifice rates of return to have preservation and safety from market volatility. But if the financial advisor, it's always about putting your money in the market, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, where you have a risk of loss, dude, that's not good, because you're trying to retire. You're trying to make your money stretch, right? You want to actually have some golden years that you can enjoy. So if they're forcing growth only, huge red flag. Here's a practical one, okay? If there's no gifts or thank you cards, you deserve better, okay? You just do. If there's no empathy, right? So, listen, this is every red cent you have. Chances are, and by the way, this is a proven study, most people think about their money multiple times a day. They think about money a lot and how much money they have. And so if there's no empathy, right, actually listening and actually like spending the time to hear what's important to you, what are you trying to avoid, what are you trying to obtain, what are you trying to do during your retirement, what's your dreams, your goals, your vision. If there's no empathy, run for the hills. If it's a one-time sale, it's like a one and done, a wham bam, thank you ma'am, never hear from them again. Like if you haven't heard from your financial advisor in the last couple months, with how volatile it's been, especially here in 2020 when this video is created, maybe a red flag. Finally, if they charge 0.5% or more each year from your money, right? So, and if the market went down, okay, and they still charge that fee, that commission, what did they do? They're being rewarded for losing your money, okay? I'm a big fan of zero fees, which by the way, the financial industry is totally changing. And there's ways where you can get broker accounts for zero. And I'm not talking even about account fees. I'm talking about commissions. If they're charging 0.5% or more each year, you're overpaying. Okay, you're overpaying. If any of these things are happening, get your financial advisor. Okay, find someone else, certified financial fiduciary, independent, can offer all the products, is going to do, they're going to listen to you, they're going to call you back, they're going to ask for reviews, there's accountability, they're going to provide results, they're going to provide guarantees, they're not going to charge you exorbitant amount of fees, they're not offering products that have super high account fees, if any. You want to deal with somebody like that. If you'd like more information about that, you can check out us, Legacy Builders Wealth Management, but nonetheless, I hope that you guys found value in this. Are you an A-list client? Most people aren't. If you're not, okay, that may be why your financial advisor won't call you back. Those are usually the reasons, plus many more. Hope you guys found value in this. If you did and you like more content like this, me going behind the scenes and kind of ruffling some feathers, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It tells me that you like more of this content and it helps the algorithm. Hope you guys have an awesome day. See you on the next video.